feel like I look like I'm going to a job interview right now.
Hey, you look like you fucking hopped out of LinkedIn right now, bro.
Just went.
You just hopped out. You're trying to do
Honestly,
like
it's just the glasses. They just make it look like I
it's
know
the
what I'm
glasses
doing.
and the beige and the Carhartt.
It's.
I feel like you
the
came and you're a
cardigan.
scientist and you wrote a book and I'm interviewing you. You know, like
Ooh,
those types of podcasts.
yeah,
The optimal podcast where it's like, how can you have your best 4 hours in the morning ever?
like a productive morning routine. Yeah.
Immediately when you wake up, go run outside and stare into the sun to get your vitamin D.
Touch grass.
Take your socks off and touch the grass while
Yeah.
remaining in dog pose so that your circulation can reach to the bottom. And then once you do that for 10 reps for 10 minutes, you go inside and you meditate for 45 in complete silence.
And you journal. You
And then you
have to
journal.
journal.
And you do all that. It's not even 8 o'clock yet.
Yeah.
And then you go to the gym. You do probably 2 hours at the gym and it's barely 9. Somehow you did 2 hours at the gym, but it's 9.
No, literally, there's those people who do like their morning routine, like my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, how the fuck they get so much done in 4 hours? They literally had a whole day,
So then that means when are they going to sleep?
like 8 p.m. I'm
But
like,
are you going to sleep at 8 though? Because then what? You're going home, then you're eating and showering.
yeah, because
maybe
they did everything they needed to do in the morning.
I guess. So then, what are you cool for? Just flip flopping your days?
Yeah.
Then everybody's up and you're asleep,
Yeah.
and we're up, we're awake.
Yeah, like we're just having dinner at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and then we're gonna drink and have fun, and you're gonna be asleep, and you're gonna be lame in the morning while everybody's asleep. Come on.
I'm just hating, bro. I want to be a morning person, but
Look, I've been waking up in the morning accidentally every day.
accidentally.
Accidentally every day.
I think that's just your body like
It probably is.
acclimating.
It just gets earlier. there you go. There's the LinkedIn coming up.
I'm gonna see how many big words I can use today.
Yeah, it just gets earlier and earlier. I started waking up consistently at 10, which
It's
was a little
probably
depressing.
the time change.
And then 9, and then now I wake up at exactly 8 o'clock
That's good.
every day, which is crazy. Like I look at the clock and I'm like, is it like 6 in the morning? And it's 8. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? And then the past 2 days I've woken up at like around 7:30. I don't know what's going on.
I know, because you've been texting me early, and I'm like, you okay? Did you not sleep at all? I really
Yeah.
think that you just didn't sleep. Instead of waking up early, I'm like, he didn't sleep last night.
He suffered.
Yeah.
No,
But
yeah.
that's good though.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes though, like I'll wake up early like that too, like naturally, and I'm like, I'm going back to bed. Why am I gonna be up? Yeah, I'm like, what's the point? But you could get stuff done
You
earlier.
could.
Then you're just done early, and you're like, now what?
Then you just do more stuff.
Yeah,
That's the annoying part. Life is just doing shit.
you just always have to do something.
You're always doing something. And even if you're trying not to do anything, you're going to do something because eventually you're going to have to shit. So now you're shitting. You're doing something.
Yeah, and then you
So
have to eat.
Action is
So then you
almost
have
like,
to cook.
yeah, action is like breathing. To
Yeah.
breathe, you have to use your lungs. Do you think you could consciously kill yourself by like not breathing?
I think about that a lot because sometimes, especially when I'm like walking, and I'll be like a little winded or something,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I freak out because I'm like, my body actually has to like breathe on its own. What the day that I don't remember how to breathe or something, you know what I mean?
You
like,
get too stoned and you're like,
yeah, that's what happens, bruh. That's why I start panicking, and then I feel like I can't breathe when I get too high. But I think that's crazy that your body just breathes on its own, essentially, right?
breathes on its own, thinks on its own. I mean, even language. Anything I'm saying to you, I honestly don't know what I'm going to say until I'm saying it. For the most part. Like, everybody's like, think before you speak. Well, yeah, but you're not really thinking before you're speaking. It's almost like happening at the same time, it feels like, right?
You just like catch yourself and you're like, let me not say that.
Mm-hmm.
You're more. It's more of you just catching yourself than you actually like
Yeah.
having this conversation in your head before.
Yeah, it's more live editing.
Yeah, exactly.
But how do we get there?
Oh my
We
god.
always have that moment.
I don't
where we're
know.
like, wait, what will we say? Huh?
Because we go off on tangents all the time. We'll be talking
Yeah.
about one thing and then it'll just lead to another and another and another.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
not
that's a conversation.
automatically doing things.
Oh yeah.
Breathing, understanding language is what I
Blinking.
was saying. Blinking.
Blinking too. I'm like,
Even
What?
certain body actions, like I'll notice, like I'm like looking at you like this, and I'm like, why am I so mad? And I have to like relax. I'm like,
but you think like Damon. Well, I mean, pretty much everyone's always like, he always looks so mad, but
What do you mean?
I'm not aware. Like, you know how mom always looks mad?
Yeah.
Yeah, Damon says I always look mad. And Anna's like, are you mad? And I'm like, no, I'm literally fine. Nothing's wrong with me. I just, I look, I don't know.
Sometimes I notice I have a mad face because I'm thinking mad thoughts, and I don't know I'm thinking mad thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll be like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the?
You're walking around like that.
But I know I'm okay
Yeah.
because I just use.
But
the
you in your head,
restroom.
you know.
Yeah, but me in my head, maybe unconsciously, like I'm
Mhm.
just like, and then you catch yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and then. But that's what I do often. I don't know. And then when you do it, you kind of like, why am I so dumb? You keep tricking yourself.
Wasting time.
Literally.
Wasting time.
Fake arguments, fake conversation. How many fake
Oh,
arguments have you had in the show?
Bruh. especially in
Reiterated ones that you win, too.
yeah.
You know what to say back.
And you're just like, and then, or you think of like a conversation you had and you're just like, I should have said this instead, or I
Yeah.
could have said this.
Yeah.
I have those moments a lot in the shower or when I'm washing dishes.
Yes.
You know why? Because when I'm washing dishes, bro, I'm staring straight out the window into nothing. My neighbor's wall.
Do
You
you
know,
think-
like that's really when you're.
Do you think you've done so many dishes? Because you've done so many dishes to where you've gotten to the point where it's automatic. You're not even thinking about what
yeah.
dish you're picking up. Like at least in the beginning you are, because you're like,
Mhm.
oh, am I starting? Whatever. But once you're 5-10 minutes in,
You're
in the
just
zone.
washing. Mm-hmm.
You're in the washing zone.
Yeah. Washing dishes is whack as fuck. If you have a dishwasher and you don't use your dishwasher,
It's
what are you doing?
definitely, yeah, it's definitely an upgrade.
Yeah.
If you're not using your dishwasher,
Yeah. I remember
you're making your life harder.
no, literally, but like Mexicans believe that dishwashers don't clean dishes.
Yeah,
So-
I don't believe that.
We've had multiple dishwashers, but mom never let us use them. We would just use them as drying racks.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the one we have right now doesn't work, so
No.
we don't use it. But
But that when we lived at the house before, it had a
Yeah.
dishwasher. We just never used it.
true.
Yeah. And when me and Damon first moved into our apartment, we had a dishwasher and I wouldn't use it. And then he started using it and I was like, Can we use it? And then he's like, why not? And I was like, I don't know. Growing up, we just never used the
Yeah.
dishwasher and it works just fine.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Yeah.
they work really good.
Yeah. The only reason why I wash dishes now is
It
because we don't
saves
have one.
time.
But
The only sucky thing is that sometimes you do have to scrape off like
yeah,
some gunky food.
obviously,
I
you're not
wish it was-
supposed to just put it in there.
I wish
With
that's how it was, though.
You still have to rinse off your plate and then
Like,
put it in the
Let
dishwasher.
me just put my plate in there with the
All the
entire
gunk.
rest of my food.
You
yeah.
want it to have like a garbage disposal too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the optimal, right?
Yeah, they should do that.
Like that's what you want to get to in terms of having the best dishwashers. You could just throw that shit in there. It throws the rest of the pizza crust away that you didn't finish. Throws the ranch
Or it
away.
eats it.
Or it eats it because it's a biological mechanism that we've gone to the point where because of AI we can create
Mm-hmm.
bioengineering machines.
Who?
So we create this disgusting dishwasher that's like part human. It's got like fleshy color. And
Ew.
we put plates in it, and it goes. And then we go. Here you go, buddy.
I feel like
and
I
he
can
drops
see it
there.
in my
Yeah.
head.
Yeah. It's like got a big mouth like that.
Yeah.
And then you just throw it in there, and it's got like that uvula, like a whale, like in fucking
Yeah,
Nemo.
that's exactly what I'm picturing.
Yeah.
Am I like?
We're saying the same conscious painting.
I feel like I'm picturing a character from a movie, but I can't. I don't know what, or like a kid show or something. But anyway,
Yeah.
if you have a dishwasher, use it. When we move again,
Underrated.
necessity for
Yeah.
me, because the amount of time I spend is crazy.
It is.
Every single day, bruh.
Yeah, I can imagine. You probably washed more dishes than I probably washed in my lifetime.
No, dead ass.
Yeah.
I remember first time I washed dishes, I was like 6. Been
Yeah.
washing dishes ever since, man.
The dishwashing career started early.
But when you're a little kid, washing dishes is fun.
Get it? Because it's something new. You're like, I'm an adult.
Yeah,
I
you
get to clean. That's how they get you. That's how
This
they
is
get you.
so fun. I remember always being like, I wash the dishes. But it's not that fun. But some people like washing dishes, so not I. I just do it because I need to.
Or if you work at a restaurant
Yeah.
and it's like those supreme 5-star restaurants where even standing there is like an art. You got to stand a certain way. So you got to wash these dishes a certain way. There's an art to
well,
washing.
you can't give a dirty plate in a restaurant.
Exactly.
Have you ever gotten a dirty plate
I
or a
have.
dirty fork? A dirty
It's
fork is
kinda-
gross.
There's something in between the forks. Oh my god. Take that shit back. Give me $100.
You're telling me you set this on the table and didn't see that the fork was dirty?
You rolled it up in the napkin
No,
and thought it was a
literally.
good idea to give it to me.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put it in there anyway.
Fuck you, bitch.
Fired immediately.
Yeah, you're
They
done.
gotta watch The Bear. They didn't
Yeah.
learn any lessons.
Yeah. Imagine watching The Bear, but it's an edited version for families, so there's no cuss words. It
It
be
just not
silent.
no talking. It just cuts to each clip. That's it.
Yeah, you would just hear music sometimes, some accents. But I've been booking. We're up.
Good for you, bruh. Cause I'm. Let me tell you why though. I was doing good,
Mm-hmm.
and then as a female, my period came, and then all hell broke loose. I said, "Fuck working out. Fuck eating right." You know, you kind of just like hate the world for a few
I
days
remember
because
Diana, you FaceTimed Diana, I think, and you're
Dude,
talking
I
about
was
your
literally
period
dying.
and like the pain you're having, and I looked at the phone and you were like in a corner with like your clothes half ripped off and you're just like shaking.
Dude,
was
it's
bad.
crazy. If you like, first of all, if you're a girl and you get, well, you should be getting periods, but if you don't get cramps, like girls who don't cramp, I don't understand.
I did like kind of like
The
a
logic.
boy laugh right now. If you're a girl who don't and you get periods, because I was thinking girls who don't get periods, so silly.
Well, some girls like medically have like irregular periods
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
but
Or you, yeah.
well, getting cramps supposedly like isn't normal, but a lot of people do get cramps because
It's not a normal symptom.
they said that like mild ones are, but the way I get them,
Yeah, you
not
get bad.
not normal, not healthy. There's something wrong. I don't know what's wrong because I get my period every month,
Have
which
you
is
ever
like healthy.
gotten checked out?
Yeah, and they say nothing's wrong.
Okay.
Because if you go to the doctors, they say it's normal. But if you ask like a
True.
natural doctor, they say no, that's not normal.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was in severe pain. I was like throwing up because the pain was so bad.
Jeez.
I was like hunched over on our dining table like this with the heating pad like in my shorts, and I was just like trying not to cry.
Yeah.
And I'm no bitch, okay? Like I had a kid unmedicated
2 kids.
and this was about to take me out, bruh. I was like, mm-mm. It was dark in the house. I said, shut
Yeah.
all the lights, everything. I don't want. And then Damon would be looking at me, and then Damon would look over at me. He'd be like, how you doing? And I'm like, does it look like I'm okay? Like, don't ask me a dumb question right now, bruh. Oh my God. And then like naturally you just want to eat like carbs and like fat food and
Yeah, you
because
wanna munch.
you're literally losing
Blood?
blood, bruh. Iron.
Can you donate that? That's a
No.
good question.
No.
Oh.
What are you gonna do? Wring it out the tampon? Wring it out the pad? Come on, Diego.
Or just, pour it out the Diva cup.
Oh.
You can do that too. That's pretty good.
It's disgusting. It's so disgusting.
No, that's not the same blood though, right? You can't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
okay.
this is from your uterus because
Yeah.
your uterine wall is shedding.
Ugh.
Damon's like, you're a snake.
You're
I'm
an
sorry,
animal.
shut the fuck up. If you think
You're an
about it,
animal.
like that, it's just it's crazy.
Yeah,
And we get it once a month, bruh.
yeah. Your body's going through this process where it just
For like
falls apart.
3 to 5 days, you
Yeah.
literally feel like you're gonna die. But
I mean, if I was bleeding out any hole, I'd be terrified. So
and then I started thinking, imagine like back in the day when they didn't know what periods were, and you're just bleeding once a month. Like you genuinely probably thought you were gonna die.
you were unclean.
And
They
if
call
you
you
were
a demon.
in pain,
They would say she's unclean.
no, literally,
Get her. She's unclean.
literally. And then you're just so emotional.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a crier either. And bruh, I wrote down like stuff that made me cry. So let me share with the class because I'm like, this is not fucking normal. And they're all TikToks, but one of them was a video of a girl driving home 8 hours to surprise her dad on his birthday,
Okay.
bawling. I was crying. Okay. This one is the show One Tree Hill. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, it's really good. It's older.
Okay.
But they had like a charity,
Mhm.
and in the show they're like basketball players and stuff. So they did like a charity basketball game, And then the theme song, the guy was there and like they all sang together, crying. I was crying. I was like, oh my God, it's so sad. It's so cute. My friend Jamie and David got married.
Yeah.
They like eloped. They're having a wedding next year, but they like eloped. She posted pictures crying.
Cute.
And I'm like, and Damon's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, I'm just so happy for them. And then people running the New York Marathon, because it just happened. You know, that's 26 miles. And
I actually know nothing about the New York Marathon.
it's pretty cool. I've been watching a lot of TikToks on it, and I was like emotional because they're like, people are recording, you know, each mile they like do a check-in, and then like at the end they cross the finish line, they're like crying and like their families there and stuff. And so I was crying and I'm like, oh my God, that's so nice.
That must be crazy. 26 miles. That's how long it is?
Running. And there's this girl that I follow. She started off like as a beauty influencer, but now she's like, she still does beauty like mainly, but she's started running and stuff. And this is like her second marathon, I think. She had a 8-minute pace the whole time.
That's crazy. An 8-minute pace the whole time?
It was like 7 to high 8s.
Whoa.
The whole time.
That's
that means
hard.
you don't stop running.
No, she was consistently running
for
8 miles a minute.
For 26 miles.
A mile 8 minutes.
8 minutes a mile.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then so I watched her video and I was crying because I was like, girl, that's like amazing. Like crazy. And
you should
then
do that. You got to do that.
It made me want to run a marathon, but that's
26
like
miles. I think that's doable.
And then there's
I think you could do it.
Also people like there. First of all, there shouldn't be like, that's cool that she was able to do that, right? But whether you walk it or you run it, like participating in that marathon and doing the 26 miles is just already like
Walking 26 miles is hard enough.
Yeah. And some people they like, I feel like just a normal person. They walked, they ran, they walked, they ran. You know, they didn't run the whole 26 miles. But the average, I think, was like 4 hours and something, which is still fast.
4 hours running.
Yeah. And that's like if you're running the whole time, because if not, some people did it in like 6, 7, 8 hours, but they're like doing like 15-minute miles, which means that they're like walking half and then jogging. You know, they're just like
pacing
doing it to do it. Yeah. So whichever way you do it, props to you, because it's pretty cool. And even like half marathons are still, I think, 12 or 13 miles.
Something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, so those, I saw a lot of those and those made me really emotional. And then the last one was a kid. He was like 6 or 7 and he wanted his birthday party to be Jesus theme. And I was like, how pure is
so
that?
Cute, though.
And then like on the cake, they had like a little Jesus. Yeah. And it was, I'm going to cry right now. It was so cute. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen that.
It's like a real life superhero.
Yeah.
For him. That's pretty tight. Respect to that kid.
Those are a few things that made me cry. I think I'm going to do that every time I get my period. I'm going to write down.
Cake is crazy.
A Jesus cake. Yeah. I wish I would have saved it, but I didn't. But it was cute.
What are you going to write down?
What makes me cry during my period? Because I swear I don't cry unless I'm on my period. I'm not a crier.
Not even in sad movies? Like if you watch Good Will Hunting and he's like, it's not your fault.
Not really. Not really. The only time, I don't think I've even cried in like a movie.
Damn.
I've cried in
Marley and Me.
What?
You're a demon. What other? What's the word? What's the movie? Superman. Iron Giant.
Oh, that one's a good one.
Yeah. That one made me tear up. I watched that one.
Dang, I haven't seen that in a long time.
I think I was like 14 in the back of a car just watching it on my phone. And I was bawling. And hoping nobody was looking at me because it was pitch black. Outside it was nighttime, so it was okay.
Yeah.
That's a sad movie, though. That's a good one.
Yeah. Crying kind of, I don't know. I feel like it sounds kind of bad, but like I rarely cry because I'm so happy. Usually if I'm happy, I'm just like riding the happy wave.
Sure.
But I usually cry more like if if I'm sad. But all those TikToks were like happy
Mhm.
TikToks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm saying like in my day life, if I'm crying because of me, most of the time it's because like I'm feeling sad or something. But if I'm feeling happy, I'm just like happy.
Yeah.
But when I see people cry because they're happy, I'm like, dang, like I wanna. That'd be cool to cry
To
of
cry 'cause you're
happiness.
happy?
Yeah, I think.
Out of joy,
Yeah.
crying out of joy.
Have you?
Not cried out of joy. I've had real joy though.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've
had
been
joy.
happy.
We're like for no reason, for moments, you're like really happy for no reason.
This is gonna sound bad. It's not because I don't love my kids, but even when I had the babies,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't cry of happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I shed a few tears more of like, oh my god, it's fucking over. Like, thank God. But I was so happy in those moments. Literally, you have an adrenaline that like, is just like no other, and those were like moments of joy. But I just like crying when I'm happy. I don't know. I don't know. Is there something wrong with me?
So what are you saying? Are you saying you cry more often when you're happy than sad?
No, sad.
Or you cry more often sad
Yeah.
than when you're happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say that's most people.
But a lot of people cry when they're happy.
Yeah.
But I think those people are just more of like emotional.
I mean, if I ran 26 miles, I might.
Oh, I'm for
have to
sure
cry.
crying.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's because like that's like an accomplishment.
Do they do that every year, or is that every like other year type thing? How do they do that?
I think it's every year,
Mm.
but
We gotta do it. We'll do it next year.
bruh, I need more than a year
What?
to prepare
You need
for
more than a year?
26 miles.
David Goggins, bruh.
What
Who's
is
gonna
that?
carry the boats? You know who David Goggins is?
I don't think so. Is that bad? Is he?
No,
who
it's
is
not
he?
bad. He was this. He wrote a book, and that's how he blew up. What was Anna talking about?
She was talking about the time change because like it's messing up her baby's schedule, and then I was like, it's because time isn't real. You know, okay, Diego. And I'm like, bro, if they're changing the time is literally irrelevant. It's just numbers. Because whether there was 7 o'clock or no 7 o'clock, the sun's still gonna go around.
The sun's going around.
There's still 24 hours in the day, right?
Supposedly. Some days are longer than others. In the Bible, God stops time.
When?
He stops the sun. I forgot where it is in the Bible. I'll look it up and Google it, and I'll put it.
Brother, shit's not working.
But somewhere in the Bible, there's like this war going on. And I think someone who's on God's side says, don't let us lose this war. Like, because they want to win it in a day, or like they're on a time crunch, basically. And God is like, all right, I'll help you out. And the sun doesn't go down. Like he kind of, I don't know if he stopped time, but at least, I don't know if we were spinning or not. I wasn't there, but that's what they wrote down, and that's what we translated over and over again. But
okay, well, let's talk about we went to play pool.
okay.
And on the TV they had, I can't believe this is actually a thing, an air guitar competition.
Yeah, it was an air guitar United States All-Stars competition.
Yeah, like
So it wasn't just some good guys. It was
It wa-
repeat offenders.
no, yeah.
The best air guitar performers, all-stars in the United States, all competing for some amount of prize money, we hope. We didn't know.
We didn't even know.
But it was hosted by, what was his name?
Oh, Flavor Flav
Yeah.
was
He was
judging.
hosting.
He was a judge. I was like,
They were like air
Am
guitaring
I-
in front of him, and he was sitting in his kingly chair.
yeah, with his big old clock.
Yeah.
I was literally tripping. I was like, dude, this has to be a fucking joke. And like, pull the cameras out. Like, am I in another fucking universe right now? Like,
Where we've gotten, there's people pretending to play guitar in front of this guy who's got a giant clock on his on his
Flavor
neck.
Flav.
If you took a picture of that and then time passed and only that picture survived, they're like, what weird sacrifices they were committing to this guy who had a clock.
And they were going in. That guy,
Yeah. That
Oh
guy was
my
going crazy on the floor. His
God.
back was on the floor.
that was, yeah. And the way they were dressed too, like he was
Oh.
dressed more like kind of like a rock star. But then the other girl that was wearing like old lady clothes, no?
Yeah, some of them were characters. One guy was like a trucker. I think the other one was kind of like Prince. He was trying to be like sexual.
Oh yeah.
There's that guy. It didn't. I don't think it worked.
It was so funny. No, because the last two was that girl and then the other guy that was going all crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bigger guy.
Which one won? I didn't even see.
I don't know.
That shit was so funny.
They all won, really. They're all on TV. Air guitar.
And the fact that people like paid to put this on, like it's an actual thing. I did not
ESPN.
know. Yeah. Like
At
what?
the bar.
Crazy.
At a pool bar.
I wonder if anyone else there was watching it. Or was it
Probably
just
not. It
no.
was just us. I don't
They were
think
just
so.
listening to the music.
A lot of people were just into the game, into the people they were talking to.
That was funny though. I think I've been thinking about that like almost every day. I'm like,
Yeah.
what a thing. But
Do you think you could do that? Air guitar?
no.
Convincingly?
I'm not good at like, I mean, honestly.
I don't even know how guitar fucking works, to be honest.
First of all, they're like, I'm doing all this shit, and it's like,
I try to picture a guitar in their hands. I'm like, no way they're doing that shit with the guitar.
I mean, if you watch like actual rock stars, they're not going that crazy.
And even when they do, they're not throwing their shit around.
No, literally. Like this guy was like banging his fucking air guitar on the floor and shit. Did someone like throw something at him? Or am I tripping?
I don't know. Maybe you caught that part.
But yeah, I don't know what their thought process is, because they're obviously practicing in front of a mirror and stuff. And like
Yeah.
to
They have
think
a
like
routine.
I'm killing that shit, like I'm doing good. I don't
that
know.
That was a good air guitar session.
Yeah.
Practice session right there.
What are you doing today? I gotta
went into
practice. Gotta practice for my
What if
show.
I said that instead of I gotta practice piano? What are you doing today, Diego? I gotta practice air guitar.
What if you just pretend like you're doing piano?
Air piano.
There
That'd
wouldn't be
the
much to
lamest
do.
shit ever.
There wouldn't be much to do
Air
other than
guitar
just
is
like
way better than air piano.
yeah, air guitar, drums.
Air drums would be crazy. You're just sitting in a chair looking
a little round chair
schizophrenic. You look so stupid. You could really. Oh, air guitar is the only one that looks kind of cool, and even that one.
Yeah, because I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Pretend to play a trumpet, like, or like the.
But just sitting in a chair pretending to play drums is like
Yeah.
you're lost, brother.
Yeah, you're banging on nothing. You're literally banging on nothing.
You're like banging on your head, bro. Go get some help. Jesus.
Mm-mm. That shit was funny though.
Shout out to the air drum community.
Hey, they've been making money.
Hey, furries.
I went blank.
Space. Blank space. Taylor Swift.
Blanks. No.
No? She's got some good songs.
Oh, wait. Okay. Back real quick to the marathon things. There's a person at like the end of the marathon that's like in charge of catching fake runners. Because there's
Fake
people that
runners?
jump in at the end and they try to cross the finish line to get the medal.
Oh.
And he's literally like, go. Yeah. And it's like this older man. And he's just catching them. And some of them are like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And he's like, get out of here. Go. Yeah. Embarrassing, bruh.
That is so embarrassing.
Embarrassing. And someone was like recording it and put it on TikTok, of course. But I didn't even know that was a
Sheesh.
thing.
Me neither. But that makes sense, though. People would try.
yeah.
But, damn.
Like, and they take that
Savages.
job very seriously.
You have to.
Like,
'Cause
that guy's
it's-
like, no. Because that's a big deal.
Yeah, the New York Marathon, that's like legendary.
Yeah. And then imagine if you run out of medals and they're like, oh, we gave it to the wrong person. The fuck? No.
Yeah, you have hundreds of medals, and then you don't get one. You finish. You run 26 miles. You get to the end.
No medal.
No medal.
Dumb. And then it's so cool because you have to look into it. All along all the streets, there's people cheering people on. There's people handing out food, water, like people that don't have to be there, not like even paid sponsors or whatever. It's just like regular people that are going. People are passing out beers and shots and like everything. And there's this girl
Running 5 shots in.
she was drunk. She was running drunk. Yeah, she was like, I ate and drank more than I ever have during this marathon. And she like did a video of like everything I ate and drank during the marathon. Yeah. She was
Yeah.
like, every 2 minutes, she was like grabbing a snack or grabbing a drink. And she was like, I'm drunk running right now. Like, what is going on? Imagine though, like the high that you feel when you're just like,
And everybody's giving you free shit and being so
Yeah,
supportive
everyone
of you.
is cheering you on and like
Dude.
high-fiving you.
Of
like,
course I'm going to take a shot if you give it to me.
yeah, and she took multiple and beers too and wine.
I wonder how that feels when it hits you and you're running.
You probably just feel like you could do anything. Like you're probably running faster or
Probably,
something.
yeah. Your form probably crazy, but they're like,
All sloppy.
that person's a little drunk.
Yeah,
How
but
many?
a lot of people were passing out beers and shots and
Wow,
stuff.
that's
yeah.
really cool. We got to do that. I wanna
It's
do
so
that now.
like the vibes just
Yeah.
look so cool, and it's like, how could you not be like in high spirits when you're doing that? You know,
It's inspiring.
definitely. And I looked
motivating.
it up. It's every year. Next year, it's on November 2nd.
Okay, so it's November, like time.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
But 26
we'll do that.
miles, they showed it like on a map.
Yeah.
When you look at it like that,
Is
you're
it
like, fuck that.
down New York, or is it like a loop? How does it work? What's
It's
the
like
line?
through New York. Like you're going through Brooklyn. Like you're passing like all the
Yeah.
little places in New York.
Yeah.
26 miles is a
Whoa.
lot in New York. You run through
True.
Central Park, you run through Brooklyn, you run on the bridges.
26 miles here is nothing. But because in New York it's so compact and so small.
Exactly. It takes you a long way.
Yeah.
Like they go through like 6 different places, I think, or
Yeah.
something.
Damn.
It's crazy.
So you go kind of sightseeing too throughout the city.
Definitely. And I think that's even more inspiring. Like you're in New York, right? Like the
Mm-hmm.
where concrete
You're
jungles
doing-
dreams are made of and shit. You know what I mean?
I'm a concrete flower.
And like and you're passing through all these little cities or whatever, and especially like if you had never been there, and it's just like, yeah, it's just really cool. And a lot of people do it, old people too, and there's people that have been doing it every year. There's a guy that was like 76, I think, and he's been doing it for like years, every year.
Yo.
Yeah.
What does he look like though? He looks like a runner. Does he? Have
Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
He was little though, like short.
Mm.
Yeah, but there's all kinds of people doing it. People in wheelchairs. Yeah.
Damn.
One people with one leg. They had like a fake leg, you
People
know.
in wheelchairs.
Mm-hmm. A blind person did
People
it.
in wheelchairs going 26 miles.
Yeah. The arm strength go crazy. But there was a blind person that did it. A couple, you know, Neve from a Catfish. He's not blind, but he
Okay.
was basically like their guide.
Yeah.
So like there was a few blind people that did it, and they each have guides. So they'll have like 3 or 4 people like running around them and next to them. So obviously they can tell them like where they're going, or like
Okay.
if there's people like in front of them, like, oh, coming through, you know, whatever. But he was a guide for one of them, and they ran the entire time, bro. It's just like so inspiring
Dude,
to see
that's
these
crazy.
people.
Blind?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. Blind running in a crowd. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What a horrific. I'd be terrified if I was blind and there was
But
a crowd
but
running.
obviously like they practice, you know.
Yeah. And I mean they're blind, so they're used to it. I'm not.
I know, but
I'd panic.
it was so cool to see stuff like that, because when you see all those different people doing it, you're like, you really have no excuse
No.
other than I'm just being lazy, bro. I'm just like, I can't run.
You really don't.
I have a bad knee, which I do, but like that'd be so cool.
You
but
have a
I'd
bad
for
knee if
sure-
that person's blind.
I'd for sure do a half marathon. I would do like a 5K and then a 10K and then like a half marathon.
Yeah.
I'm not going straight 26 miles, bro.
You just gotta go straight 26.
But I'm gonna look up when
all
it's
a
like a
mental
half
game.
marathon. I'm down to do like the 12 miles.
Do the 26. We'll fly to New York. You wouldn't do it if we flew to New York. You wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't know. I have commitment issues, bro. I can't commit.
You could
to,
walk it,
I know.
and you could be one of those people that's like 8 hours in, but you
Yeah.
still finish it.
Yeah.
But you're not walking it.
No, if I'm doing it, like I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mile 1, I'm like out. There's some people that like quit during it, you know? They
Really?
just don't finish. Yeah.
Damn.
They'll get like 13 miles in and they're just like their body,
True.
mind over matter. But some people are just like, I can't. Like my legs physically cannot run anymore. And then you
They're
see
like
people,
noodles.
yeah, you see people like at the finish line, right? They're like getting their medals and all their stuff or whatever. And they sit down for a minute and then they try and get up and they can't get up. They're walking like they just hit obviously legs, you know, like a leg day or something. Yeah, it's
That's
your body.
hilarious.
I'm sure
Yeah.
the next day you're just like
Oof. Oh my
cannot
God.
move.
And you're in New York, so you gotta walk. You're not gonna fucking drive anywhere.
Yeah. Count me out for the next 3 days for sure.
Shit.
But
Yeah, your legs after that. The only thing that has ever made me feel like that was when I was like 10. We went to Universal Studios and they have those stairs. You know those stairs?
yeah.
They have stairs at Universal Studios that are like unnecessarily long because
Mhm.
it's just an alternate path if you don't want to take the
Yeah.
what's it called, the automatic fucking
Escalator.
yeah, the escalator. So I took that as like a 10-year-old and I ran all the way up. Ran all the way up. And at a certain point I was getting so tired that they were just right next to me and I was just walking the steps while I was going up there. And then I remember when I reached the top, I just flopped over.
Yeah.
Like a fish.
There's another place too that I saw where people go and it's like a steep stairway. Do you know how long the Great Wall of China is?
Isn't it like over 100 miles?
No, it's like way more than that. It's way more than that. I
Okay.
saw
I thought you were gonna have the answer.
No, I'm gonna
I was like, okay.
it's way more than that. It's actually like outrageous. It seems fake.
Yeah, I don't know how they did that. I mean, they existed for a long time. Every time I think about history, I'm like, oh, they existed for like 100 years. But I'm like, nah.
No,
The
bruh.
Egyptians existed for hundreds of years,
Thousands.
thousands. The Romans existed for so long.
Oh, when we looked that up, I was
Bro.
like, that's fake. That for sure is fake fucking news. But it's 13,000 miles.
13,000 miles. Why?
13,171 miles.
13,000 miles, just a wall.
Like,
Trump couldn't even do that
how
shit,
did
bro.
they build that? Right?
Yeah, they had to build it. but
Like,
they
how did
probably-
they build that?
Slavery, probably. They probably just forced people to do that. It was just probably a plan, maybe. Let's look it up. Look up why did they build the Great Wall of China.
Bruh.
That's crazy. You're on Wikipedia, no? It's just say right there.
It took over 2,000 years to do it.
So it took 2,000 years. wait. 2,000 years to build a wall, bro.
Bro, we're in the... Never mind. I'm going to sound so fucking stupid.
2,000
We're in
years?
2024. So, like... When did they finish? Hold on. When
We're
was
in
this
2024. Are
done?
you saying because we're in 2024?
No. I'm just saying,
Oh.
like, that's a long time.
I was like,
Oh my god, no I mean, I am stupid, but that's not what I meant. I'm
I'm
just like
done.
comparing, like, okay, if we're in 2024 now, 2000, right? 2000 years? Wait,
I don't know, but all these numbers got me confused.
when was it
I gotta
built?
read a book on China. That's what I gotta do.
Starting 7th century BC, continuing into the 17th century AD, whatever the fuck. Crazy, but yeah, I knew it was long. I didn't know it was 13,000.
13,000?
I thought it was in like the hundreds. 13,000 miles is like unreal, bruh. How
That's
many
a
miles
long
is it like
project.
across the United States? Hey Siri, how many miles is it to travel across the United States?
This is definitely more than 13,000. That'd be ridiculous.
You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad, bruh. You're gonna be mad. 2,600 miles. 2,050. No, 2,650.
2,650?
And the Great Wall of China is 13,000. What the fuck? The United States is so fucking small, bruh. We act like we're so
Oh my
big.
god, I'm crying.
We act like we're so big.
That's hilarious.
The Great Wall of China is bigger than the United States by like.
Is that true?
No, that's true.
Bro,
Bro, it literally says from California to like Florida, it's 2,600 miles. That's nothing. The things we don't know, bruh.
It is.
I told you.
I looked up, is the Great Wall of China longer than the United States? It is.
Mm-hmm.
13,000 miles.
That's wild.
Stretches from the Bohai Sea in the east to the Gobi Desert in the west. Across 15 provinces, municipalities.
Diego, look at your hair.
Municipalities and, I don't even know how you say it, but autonomous regions of the northern China.
Wow. The more you know,
Northern
guys. It's because I saw Enya and Drew talking about it, and Enya was like, oh, it's probably like less than 100. And then Drew said 13,000. I was like, nah. There's no way.
13,000, bro. The guy who started that project died before he could finish it.
Bro, it was done in 2,000 years. He probably worked on it for like 2. And never got to see it be
He
done.
worked on it for 20 years.
Yeah, he did like a mile.
Just a mile.
Lesson of the day.
Great Wall of China.
The Great Wall of China is 13,000 miles long. The United States is shit. It's 26.
That's the wall we got to take control of. That's just 13 miles long. I mean, 13,000 miles long.
And
We got to take control of that.
dang, we
That's
should,
really the Great Wall for real. How
No.
tall is it though?
bro. I don't know because it's not. I mean, it's like up on like mountains and shit.
True.
So
True.
I wonder. Never mind. I don't even know like how. I mean, obviously you can't walk that. Like,
That's the next marathon. The Great Wall Marathon, 13,000 miles.
I'm talking about 26 miles. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's the ultimate marathon. How long would that take to? How long would it take to walk 13,000 miles? Let me look at that number again. Is it really 13,000? It's literally
Yes.
13,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How long will it take to walk
13,000.
the Great Wall of China? 17 months. If you wanted to walk it.
Like
17 months.
continuously walking.
Yeah, you
to-
camp. You walk for 8
Yeah.
hours, if that. You camp.
But then you
You
gotta
walk for
have
8 hours.
food that's gonna last you 17 months.
Oh, no, yeah. The
That's
people have to be
impossible.
supporting you.
It's impossible.
This couple, the Walnuts, a pair who walked the entire route, including newly discovered sections, covering about 18 miles per day.
Dang.
Katie and Jane walked the Great Wall for 105 days before suffering a back injury
Oh my gosh.
from fucking walking every day. Your back starts to hurt.
That's crazy. Does it say when they did that?
Let me see. Her nerve endings. Whoa.
Like her body just went into shock.
After 105 days walking, I suffered a major back injury that almost prematurely terminated the expedition with a fever of 38 degrees Celsius, and nerve endings being damaged in my lower spine due to compression from my 35 kg backpack.
Oh, from
was-
her backpack.
Rushed to the hospital for a second time with only 4 rest days left available due to the visa date restrictions.
Oh my gosh.
The decision had to be made whether to call it a day or to push on at the risk of possibly causing further damage to my back.
What did she do?
I don't know. It's kind of a long.
That's crazy.
It's a very long.
So someone has
blog.
tried to do it.
2007. I think that's when she did.
Okay.
Oh no, they finished it in 2007. So this was.
I mean, if they only did it for 100 and something days, they
Damn, there's so much. They like documented the whole thing.
had to.
2006.
You think they vlogged it?
Before vlogs. 2006.
There was YouTube at that time, no? Or no?
I think YouTube was 2009.
Oh yeah, dang.
Maybe 2006, but no earlier. Like imagine that, no YouTube.
I
That's the
can't
crazy thing,
imagine.
is that YouTube is so big,
And it's like
but there's no other YouTube.
it's like new. If you really think about it, it's not old.
It is like no. It is.
It is, bruh. Like it's younger than you.
Yeah, it's younger than me, but it's taken over in terms of
Oh, like YouTube
entertainment.
is just like, I mean, that's like my form of entertainment is YouTube.
That's your TV,
Yeah.
YouTube TV.
Yeah. No, dead ass.
YouTube is crazy, but the thing is, there's no competitor.
No.
Isn't that weird? There's never been.
That
a
is kind of weird
serious-
because how like Instagram and then TikTok and then
yeah.
Snapchat and like
Mhm.
Twitter or
Yeah.
whatever.
They have this other one. I forgot what it's called, but it's kind of not kind of. I would say it's just mostly political. Like it's people who, a lot of people who get kicked off of YouTube go to this one.
Oh, what is it?
I forgot what it's called.
I don't think they'll ever be though because don't you think like YouTube has
I mean, I think
like rights or something?
YouTube. I think YouTube got in so early that they were the first ones that they're kind of like the legacy.
Yeah.
Like they're like the father of internet videos and also just the user experience of what it feels like and what it should feel like to be watching videos.
Right.
And like the whole feel and process of getting to that video, looking at your recommended and everything. Like they have it down.
I think
like,
the closest thing to YouTube
pat.
is TikTok
You think so?
because it's video form
Yeah. It is the
And-
most popular, I would say.
and you can do like 10-minute uploads. So you could do a whole
Yeah.
YouTube video on TikTok.
Yes. But only 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes is the longest. Yeah.
That's the limit. So you can't do podcasts then on TikTok.
No. But there's people, just like there's people on YouTube that are like big and successful, then there's big and successful people on TikTok
Oh, yeah.
that are on YouTube and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's like their like quote unquote competitor, but YouTube's never gonna go anywhere because it's YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and you can post whatever, however long you want on there, whatever you want, almost, you know. But and yeah, I don't know. YouTube's crazy.
Yeah. The other YouTube I was talking about was Rumble. I don't know if
Never
you've
heard of
about
it. Mm-mm.
But it's like Sneeko's on there, but he's on there because he got kicked off of YouTube.
For what?
Doing, like, he did a lot of stupid shit online. He streams a lot, and what happens with live streamers is that eventually someone does something on their stream that's bad, or they do something that's bad on their stream that they don't allow, so they ban you. So like, it could be drugs, it could be
Oh.
nudity.
Mm.
Like this one guy, he got blasted, and I think he forgot to turn off his camera. Like he got drunk, and then he sleeps naked.
Oh,
So he just went and
my-
changed. He thought he turned off stream, didn't turn off stream, came back, and then all you see is like he walks in frame and he just has bare ass.
That's so embarrassing.
And he gets into bed and he goes to sleep.
That is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
But-
Twitch and stuff, like those streamers who stream for like 8 hours, I'm like,
It's insane.
that's not.
They're on for 8 hours. They're trying to entertain and be funny for 8 hours.
But they're getting paid
And
for
be
it. But
loud.
still.
Hey, chat. Hey, chat.
in the chat.
Like, it's so crazy how there's always just constant noise and talking on
Yeah.
live streams.
That's a job though.
It is.
Like that's crazy that's a job.
Yeah. And it's definitely not easy.
And they're paid by Twitch.
Yeah, and sponsors.
It's like sponsors, huh? Yeah.
Twitch and sponsors and donations.
Yeah.
People can donate just because they're big fans.
There's this fitness influencer that I used to follow, and she was paid to Twitch like
Mhm.
8 hours a day. She was required to Twitch 8 hours a day, like 3 days a week or something. And she was like, it's exhausting. What? And she was just playing games too. Isn't it mostly games? No?
That's how I started off. Jeez.
Catch your breath, catch your breath. Oh my God, Mom's over here fucking.
What?
Mom loves to send me TikToks about losing weight. Tell me you have a Mexican mom without telling me you have a Mexican mom.
I was choking on my Fresca. But
Twitch started off as games.
yeah, I started off for games for sure. And I think I'm probably 50% or maybe a little bit more is games. But now, jeez, it's like
Take a breather.
live streaming or just girls in hot tubs. Like, it's just weird shit.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is that Twitch has leniency.
You can
towards
do
women.
that.
Like, there'll be women who like are just straight showing cleavage, and they're basically shaking ass on cam.
Oh yeah. Well, they do that on TikTok lives too.
Yeah, and they don't ban them, but
Stupid.
then they'll ban someone else. But it's like because it's a little.
One time I was
political or
making
because
fun of a
it
kid's name and they took down my TikTok.
is. Yeah,
I was like,
It's weird.
But there's girls literally on here fucking naked.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
They just pick and choose.
Yeah.
That person sitting behind that desk is like, I'm gonna let this one slide.
I don't know how they work, how they pick and choose, but
Yeah, no, that's stupid. But
Mm.
I didn't know Twitch was that crazy.
I mean, it's not that crazy, but they typically get away with more. But it's a lot of live streaming too, like just IRL. They're just doing things. So
Like around like just day to day normal stuff.
day-to-day normal stuff, challenges.
Mm.
Like this Kai Cenat, he just live streams in his room all day, and he just does shit in his room. He
Right.
lives in a room with AMP. They're like the new Sidemen. If you know what the Sidemen are, you know what that.
Is it just like me as being older, or just me like a girl? Is it a guy thing?
It's more of a guy thing, but
My foot.
there's YouTube groups. You know the YouTube groups.
Yeah.
So there was one group called Sidemen. They're British. They're from the UK. But their YouTube group, Content House, they live together. They record together. Played FIFA together. They record challenges together. So this is the same thing. I'm fighting this fresco right now.
Hold on. Do you need some water?
No, I'm in the moment. I'm in the zone. I'll just drink some more fresco.
Maybe
But-
it's the carbonation that just got you.
Yeah. Sidemen. And then, so yeah, he lives with AMP. AMP is kind of like the English Sidemen now.
Okay.
I think they live in Atlanta or something like that, if I'm not wrong. But they all live in this huge house. They all share it. And Kai Cenat lives in one of the rooms, and he just live streams in there. So sometimes they'll pop in. Then they'll do stuff with him. You've seen him with Kevin Hart.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
who Kai Cenat is.
Oh,
so
okay,
he had
okay.
Kevin Hart on. He'll do a sleepover with Kevin Hart.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he had Drewski on. Offset, I think.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I see him all the time on like YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, that's who Kai Cenat is. And that's he had Tyla on, and he had like a big moment where he asked her on the date on live stream at his desk.
Oh my god.
And she was like, "No, don't do that." And then she was like, "We're like friends, though."
oh,
and-
friends owed him hard.
Yeah, in front of everybody. And then
That's funny.
he showed it to Kevin Hart, and that's that's like a funny clip.
It's like a clip.
Yeah.
What do you think about like content houses? Would you ever do it?
Nah, I mean I would, but it's kind of all the same shit.
It's kind of
It's
crazy how people like who
you can really only be uber successful on YouTube if you're a psychopath like Mr. Beast, or you live in a content house, because then you're supported by all these other creators.
and also
Not even
like
creators, because they're not
no.
artists.
No.
Can we be honest? Like, YouTube is not art. A lot of the shit gets posted as just reactions. It's just challenges. You're really just watching it because you like who this person is
Yeah.
and you like their personality.
Yeah.
And they put on a show and they're loud about it. But yeah, so that's like why they do so many content houses, even for TikToks. You know,
No,
there's content.
that's what I was gonna say. There's
Like-
a lot of TikTok ones, and that's what I'm saying, because there's always drama involved. I mean, you have all these different people from different
Yeah.
places that literally just get put in a house to make content, and it's like they're getting paid by whatever. Who's hosting the content house? Like a manager,
It's got to be some
like an
manager,
agency
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
So like they have all these expectations, and then you just have all these people in each other's TikToks all the time, and then
Mhm.
it's kind of annoying because you're like, okay,
It gets
show
kind
me
of annoying, and then if it feels forced, that doesn't work.
exactly.
And a lot of the times with those content houses, like it's forced.
Yeah,
Like with Sidemen, it worked because they were all friends and they all played the same game. They all played FIFA, so they all had like common ground and they all were just playing with
see that makes more sense.
Yeah, and same with AMP. They were all into 2K and they were talking about that, but then eventually, you know, they started doing challenges and stuff like that, and they started adding more people. But yeah,
Interesting.
content houses.
Yeah. I don't think I mean, I'm a mother now,
Like,
but
Think about it. Everyone's recording at all times,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be on all the time,
dude.
because you could just be walking by in the background and that person's making a TikTok,
Yeah,
and then
they're like,
they're
hey, and you're just
Hey.
like trying to take a quick shit.
Yeah, and you're just or like you're just walking by minding your business and like you just looked at the camera and they're like, oh, they hate each other.
He gave her the stink eye.
She didn't stop and be in the TikTok.
That
like,
side
oh
eye
my
was
God.
devious though.
And then if you have guys and girls, they start liking each other, and then you're taking his man, and da, da, da. Like it's just
Then it becomes like some weird Love Island TV show.
no,
within the TikToks.
literally. I feel like that's what happened to a lot of the content houses that like Addison Rae was in, and like Noah Beck, like these ones that like all came up during like quarantine and stuff.
It just feels like, oh, you guys are trying to spawn like a demon influencer.
No,
like,
literally.
You guys are like trying to just hatch these influencer babies into the internet world, but the internet can smell for the most part when that shit
Yeah,
isn't real.
when it's fake, for sure. For sure.
Sometimes the shit goes by, but like I feel I'm trying to shut my mouth.
He's gonna pass out, bro.
You keep talking, but
That's it. That's all I had to say about that. At least it's just weird. I don't think there still is content houses, but they're not as popular. At least like I don't really see them like on my For You page and stuff as much as I used to. Like when TikTok was first getting big, but they're still there.
It was very popular during the YouTube times too.
Yeah.
Content houses because of groups like Sidemen,
Mhm.
and there was other groups too, like FaZe.
Oh
FaZe
yeah.
was a big content house.
Yes, I remember that.
I used to watch them all the time.
They
too.
had a lot of drama too
yeah, yeah.
with all the girls and shit.
But I mean, yeah, some of them just kind of crashed out too.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of just had a bad turnout, but I think they're all good now. And what's his name still twitches, or not the twitches, now becoming like you. Can you YouTube me? Twitches, they twitch? Are you twitching?
What are you talking about? Face?
Stream. Yeah, what's his name? FaZe
FaZe
Adapt, I think.
Are you talking about Face Rug? Is that one
No,
person?
FaZe Rug, he's another one too.
Okay.
He's big on YouTube.
Yeah. I've only heard his name because like drama stuff. I don't
Yeah.
know anything about him.
Yeah. They do diss tracks on each other. They'll like
Okay, Ice Cube. Ice Cube opened up for the World Series, one of the games.
Oh, he did?
He
Nice.
performed. So like just I don't know. I love him. Something about him, like his personality and stuff, and
Grandpa vibes?
he just knows how to get like he was singing all the OG songs and everyone was singing. Like nobody in that crowd was not singing along. And it was just cool. And it's like the Dodgers, you know, he's from LA and shit. I'm pretty sure for him it was like
A moment.
a moment, yeah.
For sure.
And he's like older, so it's like, and he's still going, still performing.
Still rapping.
And you just see him out there like, and you're like, that's the man, Ice Cube. I love him. Like I love all his movies are kind of like cheesy too, like Ride Along, like his character. You're like, okay, he's not that good of an actor, you know, but
He's
it's
just Ice
Ice
Cube.
Cube, so you gotta love him.
He's Ice Cube in all the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he?
No, like
No.
he's just Ice Cube.
Oh, like he can't really play something else. He just
Yeah.
plays, yeah. Bruh. Fuck this fuck. I'm done.
We're done. That's the episode. We're ending on Ice Cube. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah. Fart? Fart if you hear us one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Episode 30?
Yeah.
Dang, we didn't even welcome them to the
Oh my-
episode.
Oh my God, Jasmine. We're in our 30s.
Next. Hey,
We're in our 30s.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Because you're in your 30s.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we'll see
Bye.
you guys next time.